Stones, motorbikes and dingers drifting round the road. It's not a joke, it's all a mess. Still my pride will never fold, so make it known that I'm a show and shot. Till there ain't a show, so watch me blow. I'm back up on the streets, it's all to grow. So the streets up on the beach, I do it major like I've shown.
In your neighborhood podcast, episode whatever, whenever. But we're back in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen. It's Reality, your boy from Hackney, aka Black Guy in Your Neighborhood, aka my mother's favorite rapper, all facts. I'm sitting here next to 8 times 5, aka 40, aka 20 plus 10 plus another 10 minus the 10. It's 40 in the building.
Solid maths, that, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Solid
I mean, come on, I got a B in GCSE, so I do this thing.
Who have we got with us today?
Listen, we've got a legend, not Stockton. But they'll know him in Stockton if they know him in Middlesbrough.
I'm sure they know
From Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Reppin'.
A
UTB.
Middlesbrough legend in the making. We've got A-Dubs, AW in the building.
Hello, people.
A young legend. How old are you, sir?
17.
17 years old. Grime Daily, he's got 28k views on the video.
Nice.
Madness, innit? What's going on, bro?
Fuck all, what's going on? What's going on, people?
It's a privilege to have you in the neighborhood, you know.
It's even more of a privilege to be here.
You know, I've got you. I didn't tell you this purposely before, but I've got an experience with you from a few years ago. Me and 40 were doing a gig in Stockton, was it, or is it Middlesbrough? You know, I'm ignorant. I just think everywhere's the same. Like we were somewhere around this area. Anyway, we got booked for a gig, and I see this.
Was it in the Southlands by any chance?
No, actually, 40 wasn't there. Actually, it was on this stage thing. And then I came there, loads of rappers. Then I came there and I see this little kid with loads of confidence running on the stage.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's this little kid doing? I'm trying to rap some bars. And then he's got the mic here, this little kid, and he's rapping like someone that's in their 20s.
Yeah.
With the confidence of someone that's been rapping for like years and years. And I look at this little kid and think, he's going places.
Yeah,
like, this is not a joke. I remember that clearly. And I'm like, what the hell? He's got loads of energy.
Respect.
He could probably beat me up. That's my other thought. Because he seemed like a bit of a terror. But no, we have AW in the building. How long have you been rapping, bro? You're 17 now.
17.
Yeah.
Started rapping when I was 11-year-old.
11.
11-year-old, yeah. Started writing lyrics.
You know the thing about that, a lot of people, a lot of rappers now, they're like, oh, I started rapping when I was 9 years old. I came out the womb rapping, those type of things. And a lot of them are, you don't believe them. You're like, oh, look how you're rapping now. Like, you weren't rapping since you were a kid. However, I've just watched this Major League. This is my raw reaction to your verse on the Major League video. This is the first time I'm seeing it. And this is not a lie, or not a joke or nothing. I thought that was excellent. That was fantastic.
Respect, brother, respect.
What you were talking about there was fantastic.
Respect, bro, honest.
So when I was 18, I wasn't rapping like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was rapping.
Here.
Yeah, so that's like football manager analogy. We got a wonder kid in the building. Yeah, he's the Erling Haaland of rap music.
I want to come up.
Yeah. So yeah, since 11.
Since 11-year-old.
So what got you into this rap thing?
Do you know what it is? From young, my dad used to play the likes of Eminem, Tupac.
Yeah.
All your rappers like that back in the day. Them big rappers like your Biggie and stuff like that, obviously.
So you were listening to Eminem while he was on drugs?
I was listening to Eminem.
Not the new Eminem, the new sober.
No, yeah.
I like that.
Do you know what it is, right? I'm a big fan of Eminem. I always have been a big fan of Eminem. To be honest, I'd say mainly through my dad. Like, he pushed me towards it.
Yeah.
And my mum as well. And do you know what? My nana used to like Eminem as well,
Jeez.
which is crazy because when she was going through chemo and her cancer, she used to listen to him, which is mad for some mad reason.
It could be therapeutic because Eminem is like.
Do you know what I mean?
Silly,
so I grew up around Eminem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And his wordplay, wow. I've always thought it. Do you know what I mean? I've always been a big fan of music. Like, if I was sad, I'd listen to music. If I was happy, I'd listen to music. Do you know what I mean? So music's always been like a big part of my life.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Music
And-
for everything, isn't
yeah,
there?
there is. Honestly, yeah, it is. Music is the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like, I don't know. And then it started pushing out like I don't know, like to different types of music. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean?
No,
like
no.
now I can listen to anything. Do you know what I mean?
That's
no,
what I
so,
like.
You shot on some country music, I'll jam away to it. I can listen to any music. I think music's music. Do you know what I mean?
That's
and
what
obviously
I like
everyone has
to
their
hear,
own
actually.
speciality
Yeah.
in music. So anyway,
That's a great attitude to have, because you know what? A lot of people these days think you can only listen to one type. So you're a
Yeah,
rapper
yeah,
and you can
yeah,
only
they-
listen
yeah.
to one type of music. If
Yeah,
you go
they
in,
do.
40 knows, if you go in my car and you take my iPod, yeah, I still have an iPod, ladies and gentlemen. If you take my iPod, the types of music you'll see, you'll go from Mariah Carey
yeah.
to Snoop Dogg, which is not that far fetched actually.
Nah, it's not really.
No,
is
it's not
it?
really, like-
But I've been in the car. with
Yeah,
it,
like maybe Celine Dion, Sheryl Crow, those type of music. I listen to that
Yeah.
type of music. So yeah, go on. Like, what type of music do you listen? What's
Now-
the most far fetched thing?
Yeah, like what would
What
we
would
expect
people
you to
not
be
think?
listening to?
Yeah.
Oh wow, poof. Wow.
Now's the time.
Right. So truthfully,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like country music.
Yeah.
Right.
I really
that's
like
good.
country music, and do you know?
Bit of line dancing and that.
Yeah, yeah. I like my Kenny Rogers and my Dolly Parton because my mum
Okay.
loves Dolly Parton.
Okay,
and do
this
you know
guy-
what Kenny Rogers? Wow, he's
Islands in the
yeah.
stream.
Yeah,
That
Islands
is
in the
what
stream.
we are.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is my
Yeah.
N-word right here, boys. Right.
Keep it PG.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking hell.
Bro, you're teaching people a lot already.
I think honestly, I listen to loads of different types of music.
Yeah.
Loads of different. Right, so
That's-
I'm gonna say one of you. What you
Go
running
on,
thing?
go on.
Jason Mraz, I'm yours. Listen, that's
Track. Bro,
It is a track.
that is a track.
But you know what?
Yeah.
For me, people think I wouldn't listen to that music.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I do.
It's good to surprise
I have it
people.
on my speaker. I'm singing away.
Yeah, you know you know, like I would say the best musicians. Like it's good to be a musical connoisseur. I know 40 definitely pulls
Yeah.
like inspirations
Yeah.
for his beats from different genres.
Yeah, for sure.
40, you've done like beats for like this artist called Just B.
Yeah,
That's
man.
like, is it New Monkey music?
I know, just be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's music that you wouldn't expect.
You done a Clash with Blitz in it? Is that the
Yeah,
guy?
yeah.
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 That's the thing. I've worked with both of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, me and Just B, I did a like an EP where we just sampled Makina.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Makina music. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's fast.
and some other stuff as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Nice,
good.
sir.
It's good. Like keep that attitude because that's gonna take you a long way.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
understand
yeah,
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
It's good to draw inspiration.
Sounding like an uncle again.
Yeah, no. Make sure you stay in the rap thing. Yeah. No, but like it's good to what's the word I'm looking for? Draw.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Versatility,
listen,
pulling
but,
yeah.
inspiration from other things.
I'm definitely becoming an uncle because
Yeah, this guy already knows. He knows already.
He's finishing my sentences.
Right.
That's what they do to uncles. Yes. Yeah. No, but I'm liking that. So, should we go on to your plans already, or should we save that one? Let's just go. What are your plans? Because you were talking to me before we started this podcast, and it's quite inspiring. You know, wisdom comes from the mouths of babes. That's what it says in the Bible. Not babes as in, you know, beautiful women. I mean, like, babes as in young, the young.
Yeah.
So, I was hearing what you were saying, and it's quite like, it's nice to hear someone so, what's the word I'm looking for? Driven, shall I say.
Yeah, I'm very driven.
Yeah, let's hear what you've got. What have you got planned?
Cut long story short, bro. But basically,
Yeah. No, we could do the long story long. You're the
Nah.
guest on this podcast. Go on.
right, so, I don't know, from young, I've always had a dream.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And my dreams never changed.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be big at music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And when I want to do something in life, I do it no matter how hard it is, no matter what the fallback is, the comeback is, no matter what the consequences are. If I want to do something, I've done it. That's the way I am.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And my mindset's always been driven towards not so much fame in music. Do you know what I mean? Because when I started, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a way to put it. Like, when I first started, like, I'd done it to satisfy myself, if that makes any sense. Like, when I first started, like, I used to make music, what I liked, and then I overdone the music a bit too much. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to about 13, 14, and I brought out too many tracks. Do you get me? And
You realised early.
Yeah.
Flipping. No, 13,
and then,
14.
like, I'd say for like a year or something. Like I took a break because my life went downhill, truthfully.
Yeah.
And then anyway, yeah.
I mean,
it just come back.
I mean, you're like 13, 14. I think all of our lives go downhill a bit.
I think we all understand as creative people, you can overdo it, right?
Yeah.
You
can just get into it too much and it becomes like your whole life.
Yeah.
And then like as well, if you're putting out too many tracks, like you're saying, maybe like you don't leave people wanting more. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes a bit of a break's what's needed, right?
Yeah. And do you know what? Truthfully, I agree with you there because the break I took, it gave me time to, like, adjust myself and readjust myself and obviously get myself to where I wanted to be with the music. And still then I was only young. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've developed far more from then.
I mean,
you know
you're still,
But that mind's,
still young.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still developing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, every day I see an improvement in my music.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, I come back. I was living up Leeds at the time. Do you know what I mean? I come back and I thought, I'm going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to go full out. Anyway, I brought some back out on Instagram and it done well. And then from then on, it just, I don't know, I just stemmed in my mind.
I think I remember that. Same. Was that the video when you were in the studio with GP?
No.
A different one?
Yeah, that was like a year ago, I think.
Okay.
That was a year ago or something like that. But, no, I was rapping with Georgia for about a year. That's after where she's unbelievable.
Yep.
Absolutely, wow. Honest, truthfully, I think she's the best in the tees.
Yeah,
I think
by
she's
far.
good as well. She's
No.
versatile as
Yes,
well, right?
yeah,
She can
exactly.
sing, she can
Exactly for
rap.
that reason, I think there's I'd give Blitz a spot, definitely. I don't know, there's a few people up the northeast, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was shining for what they do.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So like, you
But
can't really pick a
Who
top
else will you
spot.
shout out though? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
Right, no. Right. How many people can I?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to narrow it down.
Reel them off.
Reel them off.
Yeah.
Right, Ken Dog, definitely. Blitz. Justin, because he's an OG, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, I have respect for him because before even rap, he was MCing. You get me? Like, rap was still about, but it wasn't really big. You know, back then, it was all thingy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, respect to him. And then, obviously, Georgia. Obviously, there's a few young people who are coming that we're doing the thing, do you know what I mean? Little Jay Trussy and all that.
Yeah, a few old people as well, like Reality and 40.
Yeah. No, obviously
That's what
you,
he was
man.
getting to. No,
Obviously you, man, but I went about in, like, my circle. You get me? And then I think, like I don't know, I think from outside, I'd say, from up Newcastle, anyway, I'd say Simba and NE4, definitely.
Yeah.
They're shining there doing the thing.
Definitely. I mean, I was going to wear my belly for this pod. But maybe if we get them in, we'll get NE4 and Simba showing, and I'll wear my belly.
We'd love to have everyone on.
We'd love to have them.
Yeah,
have them.
Do you know what it is? It's a good opportunity. Do you know what it is? It's just a good opportunity, and to speak your mind, let people know. But some people keep it in. It's just how it is. I don't, I like to tell people how it is.
Yeah, and this is what we're doing on this podcast, definitely.
Yeah, man.
So, your inspiration, let's go back to that.
Eminem was my inspiration, yeah.
Main
Tupac,
inspiration,
yeah.
Tupac.
Yeah.
It's
mad. It's actually mad because there was rappers, like, I don't know, like there was rappers when I was a kid who were big. Do you get me? Like, who were big then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Eminem was still like a bit like not old and I don't know. I'm trying to think of where to put. Like, you see, like Tupac and that, like they'd already had their time.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, Eminem had already sorted. He had his peak. Like,
definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? But like, I still listen to that type of music.
It's actually crazy for me that.
Do you know what? Still to this
we
day,
have the same influences.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like
two of his big influences.
those are two of my big influences. If anyone asks me, it's Eminem.
Yeah.
Because mainly for me, and I'll ask you as well what you think. Mainly for me, during the time when me and 40 were growing up, we're probably like dads to you or whatever. But mainly for me was like a lot of rappers, especially 50 Cent was still coming out.
Yeah.
So it was more like gangster. Everyone had to be, a hard nut and stuff like that. As you can see me, everyone that can see me on this podcast, even though I act like a gangster, I'm joking. I don't act like a gangster. But like, even though I look like a gangster, I definitely don't act like a gangster. Like, that's not me.
Yeah.
Word to Skepta. But so I saw Eminem and I saw something different. Not just because he was white. Not just because he was white, but also he's not coming out saying, I'm gonna shoot you up, this and that.
No, he's just saying he's gonna kill his mum and stuff.
Yeah. there's two factors: being different, and number two, the humor.
Yeah.
Because I don't take my life too seriously. So why should I do it when I'm rapping?
Yeah.
That was just my point of view. You might have a different thing because you said wordplay, isn't it?
Yeah, wordplay.
Because his wordplay was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From other people.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely different. There was that as well. But for me, it was just because he was different as a person to what I was seeing, what I was hearing, and because funny, man. He was funny. It was like a cartoon character when he came out. Yeah.
What's your more like recent influences then? Like obviously, like we hear the type of music that you make. Is there anyone who makes that kind of music who you kind of look at and think, yeah, that's the lane I want to be in?
Don't want to be like nobody, me.
Want to do your own thing?
Yeah.
Don't want to be like nobody.
Yeah.
Don't want anyone to be like me either, if that sounds bad. Like, don't know, my dream's always to be different, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, growing up, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, you're going to do things what other people do, do you know what I mean? But that's just evolving into the person what you're going to be. Obviously, you're a product of your surroundings if you're around someone for so long. Do you know what I mean? Or listen to someone for so long. Or watch someone for so long. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're bound to be like that, if that makes any sense, you know what I mean? Or, like, go towards that thing in life. So, I've seen what happened. Like, I see loads of people, like, doing well. Do you know what I mean? I just thought, I don't know for a fact if I put my heart and mind into it, I could be that person.
That's
if not better.
That's a good way to look at it, actually.
Do you know what I mean? Because, like, I don't know, like, the thing is with rap, in reality, it's not hard. Do you get me? It's not hard. Like, it's really not hard because, like, there's people out there who are famous off, I don't know, one song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, it starts from nothing. Like, everyone starts from nothing in rap, and they do. Do you know what I mean? Like, they make the way up. Like, your first song, you're not going to get, do you know what I mean, many views. Do you know what I mean? But you don't think that at the time.
So what
do you know what I mean? Like, if I look back
out?
now, like, I used to look at 1,000 views and think, wow. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, wow, and I'd be buzzing telling everybody, if that makes any sense, you know what I mean? And then it keeps going up. Everything keeps going up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously your mindset changes to other things, and then
Different
like, you'll
goals.
be driven towards this. You get me right? And then you'll achieve so far in this, and then you'll think, oh, boom, like I like go this side. Do you know what I mean? And switch it to this, or I don't know. I've never tried a garage beat, so I'm gonna jump on this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Then you might get 1,500 views on that, so you think, oh, I'm going to stick to that, do a few songs on that, your views might go down, boom, you go to old school rap, boom, bap, do you know what I mean? See, that's how it all starts, and then I've done a few storytelling things when I was younger. See, that's not me now, you know what I mean? Like,
you should still keep that element because it shows your versatility,
definitely,
to be honest.
Definitely, but I think now I'm more driven towards real rap, if that makes any sense, because I'd say 50% of the scene is real. God's honest truth, and the other 50% are fake. That's a God's honest truth. Like, you'll see people even up London. Do you know what I mean? With all these chains and stuff, with all these people, they've probably never been in a gang in their life.
Yeah.
Their cousin's probably
Do you know
in a
what
gang.
it is though? I think 50-50's been a bit generous. I think there's more than 50% of people who like want to portray a lifestyle that they're maybe not living.
Yeah, definitely.
Even when we were younger, it was a thing where it's like, you know, you're not a gangster, but you're doing gangster rap.
Yeah.
It's just what sells.
Yeah,
it
even
does,
I
yeah,
see
yeah,
people
yeah.
around from the northeast, like in the videos, maybe like with certain things. That I think, like, is that really what you're about?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say names and that because I don't want anyone to like.
Yeah,
no,
offended.
it's
I know
true.
everyone's doing the thing, but like, there's people portraying things in the videos. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Well, you know.
No, like, I don't know, like, what I'd say, right, you see exaggeration, it's good to exaggerate in a track,
Yeah.
but to lie is another thing.
I get
Okay.
you, yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And the
Yeah.
thing is with Middlesbrough, right, I'm trying to think of a way to put this, right, so Middlesbrough's tiny, do you get me? Literally tiny, right, so before you grow anywhere else, you need to grow in Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like, if you're rapping from Middlesbrough, like, I don't know, like, you need to grow in your hometown before you expand anywhere else.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, right? So if you don't expand in your hometown because no one's going to listen to you because people realise this and that, do you know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, for a certain reason, if, I don't know, because it's different, because like some people might not listen because they genuinely don't like it. Do you know what I mean? But then there's people who don't listen for that reason because they think, I ain't listening to that because of this, of this, of this. Do you get me? Because he's lied about this, because he's lied about that. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously there's a lot of beef as well. What's happening nowadays over rap? I think it's all pushing up the north from down the south. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's trying to be like them drillers up the south, and it's really not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, we're northerners.
Yeah.
We're never going to be southerners.
You don't live that life.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
And you're never going to do it. Like, fair play if you're on stuff down here. Do you know what I mean? Rap about it all you want. You know what I mean? But if you're not on stuff,
I know, and everyone wants to be a driller now.
which is true. I've never been a driller in my life. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I don't do is lie in the tracks. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't lie.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because people spot it out. People spot it out.
It
Like, I ain't going to
eventually
say no
comes out.
names.
Yeah.
I ain't going to say no names, but a lot of people do it starting from Middlesbrough going up the country. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people do it. But then there's a lot of people who tell the truth as well. Again, so there's good, like I don't know, like there's a good shine on the scene and there's a bad shine, but you just need to overpower through all of it. That's what you need to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And focus on your own.
Like
you do. Yeah, you really do. You need to be yourself. Focus on your own, because if you don't, things are going to go wrong. Because there's that many people doing it nowadays. You really do need to be yourself. You can't be like anybody else, or you're not going to blow. That's a straight fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think that actually answers Forty's previous question. Like, how do you stand out? How do you stand out? Is by being yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just have to be. That's how you stand out.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
But it seems to
I
me
started young as well. Do you know what I mean? So everyone knew I was a rapper from young. You know what I mean? So I already sort of had that push towards everyone now. But
It's time to take.
I think some people's personalities don't necessarily lend to being themselves. Like it's not like not me.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not you.
that entertaining.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
Whereas
true.
like for yourself, I think your personality's like energetic,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
lively
definitely,
anyway.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's always going to be like people are going to be entertained by that because you know
yeah, definitely. If you're boring, no one's gonna. Yeah,
Exactly,
I agree
yeah,
with you.
right.
I agree with you there. Yeah.
But then some boring people, have found the blueprint to be kind of someone else.
yeah.
To be honest,
And that's
not
okay as well, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, not to
As long
name
as you're
any
not
names.
lying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not to name any names, but me and 40 have seen it. But you know, that's another story for another day. We've seen it a lot, but you know, yes. So, who would you like to work with in the music industry? Let's just say anyone in the music industry. Give me a top 3 of people you would like to work with.
Kenny Rogers has got to be in there, right?
Kenny Rogers, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but he's dead now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he can't work with a dead person.
That might be a bit hard.
Rest in peace, yeah. Legend. Did you know he was dead?
Did I know he was dead?
Yeah.
I knew he was dead.
Oh, phew. I thought
Just me who didn't.
I'll do a remix.
I thought I just broke the news on the pod.
Right, so top 3.
Yeah.
Right, so my favourite rapper at the moment is Wordplay, Dave.
That's a solid
Unbelievable,
one.
unbelievable. If you listen to what he says, he's unbelievable. He's like, wow. You know, there's a few other people as well.
Any artist doesn't have to
no, I
be.
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's too many, right?
That's too many.
I know. I've got all these names flying from my head.
I mean, Adele's coming out with something new, isn't she?
Never mind top 3, right? Just which artists would you work
Which
with? if you
artist?
could?
Yeah, which artist?
Don't know, because there's singers who I'd want to work with as well. Do you know what I mean?
Just reel them off.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
just the first ones that come to your head. Who's doing it big right now in terms of singers? I'm sure you'd want to work with the OG Skepta as well.
Never been a Skepta fan,
Really?
honest.
Okay, let's talk about
Right,
that.
so listen. I'm going to tell you something. You see, Grime.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of Grime.
Okay.
You get me? Like, when Grime was about, I wasn't spitting on Grime beats.
So what was your?
If that makes any sense. Like, now I like Grime music.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I can listen now and I can find it catchy. But back in the day, I didn't understand. I didn't really understand music, so I didn't know about like straps and all this. And I was just thinking, people like, what the fuck are they saying? Do you know what I mean?
That's weird for me because being from South, us ignorant Southerners, just for everyone loved grime.
Grime.
Everyone loved Dizzy Rascal. You know, when I came up here and people were telling me about Makina music and New Monkey, when I heard New Monkey, I was like, what kind of racism is this? New Monkey. So like we're like
That's where the UK is mad because it's like it's a very small country.
Yeah.
But like it can differ from just
Yeah.
a small region to the next
Yeah, it
small
does.
region.
Exactly.
Even look at how many accents we've got in that.
exactly
It's a small country. It's a mad place.
exactly.
Yeah, it is
Even when
really.
now I live up north, like my sisters who live down south, they'll be telling me, "Ain't you heard that new like Afrobeat track?" And I'll be like, "No, because it's not really being played." And then when I went down there last time, they were like, "There's this new genre called Amapiano."
Oh yeah, that's the South African.
I was like,
music, right?
what the hell is that? Your piano? No, but there's a new genre. There's a new genre kind of called Amapiano, and it's kind of cool music, man.
It's good.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's chill,
It's
isn't it?
relaxing. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely relaxing.
Relaxing dance music. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it's like oxymoron in it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like they'll be dancing in the club but look a bit stoned as well.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it is. Are you a fan of like Burna Boy, for example? Have you heard of Burna
Yeah,
Boy?
I do like Burna Boy.
You're a
His
fan?
music's good. Yeah. I've listened to a few of his songs and I do rate him. I think his music's good.
Yeah, he's a hard worker as well. So, are you planning on just releasing? I'm jumping from question to question,
No, it's
but this
alright,
is what we
fire
do
it
on this
off, fire
podcast
it
in your neighborhood. Yeah. But in terms of like singles, are you planning on doing singles?
Yeah, I've got a lot there. I've got a lot.
A lot of
lot.
singles.
Do you know what it
Tell me
is?
your plan. Let's expand on those plans. What's going on? What's your plan of action, POA, on those singles? Is it more videos, more?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
From now on, it's going to be videos. Definitely. Definitely. I think I'm going to get, obviously, I'm going to get Spotify and all this and that. Like, I've only got one song at the moment
Yeah.
on Spotify. Do you know what I mean? Like, I haven't ever pushed towards her. I never seen her win it. Obviously, I'm singing it all about now.
Yeah.
So, obviously, but yeah, the plan of action is just videos,
Yeah.
videos and videos and videos.
In terms of Spotify and that, like, there's obviously distribution services.
Yeah, there's a DistroKid.
DistroKid, which would be like the free one, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
So with that, it's just a better thing to get your music everywhere. To be honest, it's just like a thing whereby the more places it is, the more eyes you'll have on it.
Do you know what? I
Yeah.
think some people though they're like they want to keep it maybe in one spot because they want to see like all the views concentrated in one place.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That makes sense
But
actually.
I don't know if that's the long term way to do it because you just want as many people to see it as possible, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's up. What you're
Yeah,
doing now
yeah.
is working for you.
Yeah, it is.
If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
definitely, yeah.
However, I did do some Instagram stalking, and I saw the followers, and I was like, "What the hell? Why isn't this guy verified yet?"
And I put out verification, I didn't get it.
No, I'm joking. Like, but
No,
you,
no, but I put
but
all
you've got a lot of
verifications,
you've
didn't
got
get
a lot of followers. So
No, you only need to be, I think it's over 10k to get verified, and you need to be a certain account. But I don't know why I didn't get it because I don't know.
I don't know. You've
Maybe-
nearly
I don't know,
got.
but I've
just
seen
need a little
people
bit
now.
more out there or something.
No, because I've seen people. Do you know who were verified
Yeah.
with like 10k and stuff? Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, I don't know. It's just the same. I don't know.
Don't
Instagram-
being
To be honest,
verified.
I'm really asked about the blue tick.
Yeah, it's
Me.
overrated
Doesn't
anyway.
matter. I
It
think
doesn't
just
matter.
gives for some people to see it.
Yeah,
and
to
like, oh,
boost.
this
Oh, you're
person's
verified.
someone
Boost,
you
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? But
Yeah.
I think all it is, you maybe just need a little bit more content on these like big platforms,
Yeah,
like we're
definitely.
seeing you on, and then like whoever at Instagram checks it, they're
And
gonna look and go, oh, okay,
He's
right,
doing
that guy
something
needs to
there,
be
there,
verified.
there,
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Yeah, man.
yeah, well, my
It'll
plan is
come.
I'm going to go on Gram Daily. So I'm already on. I'm going to do a few on Gram Daily. Link up TV and all that. I'm just going to try and get videos on channels. Obviously, this is going to be over the next few years. This isn't going to be straight away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is my plan of action for the next few years. You know what I mean? But obviously, music might change. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the moment, everyone's focusing on drill.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So obviously, I've got like.
So how do you feel about that? Like, do you want to just make some drill music and see where it takes you, or
Nah, well, to be honest, I've already done drill music. You know what I mean?
or do you want to keep at it, or do you want to skip to
I'm
another
gonna be
genre?
versatile, me. I'm gonna do loads of
yeah.
different stuff.
I like the way this kid thinks, you know.
Yeah, man.
So
Definitely, because loads of artists now who are famous, like they always stick to one thing.
and then they fade out.
Yeah, fit. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
really
yeah.
do. Do you know what I mean, right? So I could do well on something for so long, switch to something else, and then pick back up.
Yeah.
Is it harder to build a following though, like jumping between genres?
No, it's easier.
You think it's easier
Do you think?
to do it?
Okay.
I think it's easier. Yeah, I don't know anyway. I don't know because I've never not skipped genres. If that makes any sense, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't know the other side of it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But for me, it's worked.
Because
I
I mean,
mean-
we've spotted some people and they're like, they maybe
Stick
picked
to
up
one
some
thing.
followers in one place, and then when they've tried out something else, it's like the people who were following before, the people who were fans or whatever, like, oh, they're making some I'm not into now, and like, don't check out for the new stuff so much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it probably just depends on the person, doesn't it?
To be honest, what I was thinking just now is
You know what it is? You need to be catchy on platforms like Instagram and stuff like that because people aren't listening to your bars.
yeah, you
You know
need
what
to
I mean?
be
Like if
catchy.
you're putting someone on, like you like I don't know, like it needs to be catchy and like I don't know, it's different because with like normal music, yeah, right, you're bar for bar, yeah, right, you can go into detail with it, you get me? But if you go into detail on like Instagram and stuff like that, people aren't gonna phone other earphones and do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
listen to everything you're saying.
Do you think that compromises like your art then? If you're thinking like, I maybe want to do this, but I need to like almost dumb it down a little bit for Instagram or whatever.
Nah, because what I've learned how to do is have good wordplay, but keep it simple if that means it. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But what
getting the
I've found
balance
that you
right.
need to get a different flow on a beat nowadays. Well, I
So
don't
you
know anyway,
adapt- you adapt
that's in
to
my
the beat.
opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll have like 4 flows on a track if it's by myself. Mainly, that's what I try and get in, about 3 to 4 flows. Do you know what I mean?
It's like AW featuring ADub featuring Alfie Wales featuring.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one thing I was gonna say actually quickly is that the in terms of having different genres, arguably one of, if not the biggest artist in the world, he even does different accents.
Are you talking about Drake?
Yeah. And he's and longevity in hip hop music, in rap music, grime music, whatever. No, grime music has longevity actually.
I don't know. It's a bit up and down.
Yeah. But like in terms of the music we make, it's really hard to be on the top of whatever. And I always say this about Drake, even though some people love him, some people hate him. But to be on the top for this long, for over a decade in this genre, is tough. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, don't you think it's weird when he's like stealing off other
Mate.
like the accent, like when people do the accent? Well, Drake does the accent.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah,
what
to
I mean?
different stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, like is that all right? Because is it just being creative, or is it a bit like like you were saying, like it's all right to exaggerate maybe, but like is that like lying? Like
I mean-
I'm pretending I'm from London, I'm pretending I'm from Manchester or Jamaica.
I mean,
Loads of
or
people do up
wherever.
north, they put a southern accent on. Loads of people.
Yeah.
Loads of people. And do you know what it is as well? It's so easy to spot. Why do it? Everyone knows you're from up north.
Yeah.
Why spit like a southerner? Do you know what? Like,
yeah.
honestly, baffles my brain.
I
Like,
was gonna ask you like how you feel about it, but there you go.
like,
He's answered
to
the
be honest, I
question.
don't understand it. Like, I don't have no issue with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anyone who raps, that's off to yous.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what
So
I
how
mean?
do you feel about it, T? Because you're from London, and then you hear people
Yeah.
like basically putting on your accent.
To be honest, I think everyone should enjoy. Like, I'm not even trying to be democratic with this answer or political or whatever.
Everyone should have fun.
All I know is myself is that I got not the piss taken out of me, but like I got a lot of feces thrown at me because I'm from London and I came up north and I was getting, this was a few years ago, came up north and I was getting a lot of shows and people thought, wait a minute.
Is he actually from?
No, not even that. People know I always say reality, your boyfriend, but from what I saw, maybe I'm wrong, but other people have told me, is that I was getting a lot of shows. I even headlined the O2 in Newcastle, humble brag. But I headlined the O2 in Newcastle. And people were looking at me like, wait a minute, this guy's not even from here. You don't even go here.
Yeah, it was like,
Like
from here, you don't deserve any
You
of this
don't
attention up
deserve
here.
it. And I'm just thinking, I just live here.
I mean, I don't agree with that.
And I'm rapping. You know what I mean?
Nah, like,
But in
I
terms,
think that's different. Though.
but to answer the question quickly, sorry, I went on a rant again. Sorry about that. But like to answer the question, I think like eventually the fake starts to reveal itself. That's what I've seen in my. I'm not an old man. I'm talking like an uncle. But look, eventually, like the main example we can get. Don't know if you know her, but Iggy Azalea.
Yeah.
yeah.
She was rapping like she was blaxploitation. She was rapping like she was in like like a Little Kim clone. Like she was from the country sometimes. Like she was rapping like a black woman. If you heard Iggy Azalea, you would think you wouldn't think it's a blonde white Nubian queen on the
She's
track.
Australian though, right?
She's Australian. I mean, if she rapped in her Australian authentic accent, I think people would love it more. I think she would have
She
more
sounds like
longevity.
she's like American.
Yeah.
right.
She's Australian. She's a crikey shrimp on the Barbie woman. Yeah, so I think the fake eventually reveals itself. That's what I've seen. I may be wrong.
Then,
Still have
but
a
then
lot to
we're
learn.
all here, and she's probably got like a million. Bang.
Yeah, that's true actually. But she's not as famous as she was.
But is she not like? Is it not mission accomplished already?
That's true. That's true.
It depends,
That's
doesn't
true.
it? Depends if you feel like you should be doing your art for like a certain reason, like you've got a principle behind it or whatever. Like I want to be authentically me, or is it just like this is a bit of
Let me make some money quickly.
Yeah, or this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
just like an actor would see it.
True.
Do you know what
True.
I mean? Like I'm just gonna act this out. Hopefully we get some fans or whatnot, and then it lasts as long as it lasts.
That's true.
It's different in it. It works for some people. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't for others.
Yeah. I think in terms of longevity though, and being at the top for a long time, then that's because my analogy doesn't work because Drake's been on the top for a long time and he's just copying other people.
Well, like we
So
said,
it's mad actually.
must just
Maybe
be-
the fake
it
doesn't
works for
reveal
some
itself.
people.
Stay fake, people.
I think the amount that Drake does,
Yeah.
like, I
He
guess,
saturated the
I guess
scene.
you've got to be like, you've got to give him, it's got to be hats off.
Yeah.
Because the amount of different styles, and to be fair, he does it pretty well, doesn't he?
He does
Yeah,
the
he
styles
does.
pretty
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Man, that's
So that's
exactly
not
what I
really
was gonna
fake.
say.
Yeah.
Truthfully, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, Drake's good at what he does.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But no, but I do agree with you. Sometimes he goes a bit off.
Drake, yeah, people have to give him credit because of the way he's a chameleon. You could put him on anything and he'll adapt. And that's, I think, what
He's
leads
a
back.
chameleon.
Not a comedian, a chameleon. But
I know what you said.
But like I think what you were saying earlier about adapting or being versatile,
Yeah.
that's what has kept Drake at the top for even Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Jay-Z has adapted.
Yeah, he does. Like, he went through
Loads of people have. Have you seen
genres.
JLS? They brought out a drill track.
they really?
Wait, are we
Have you not
comparing
heard that?
Jay-Z to JLS? Wait a minute, what's
No,
going
no,
on?
no, no, it's completely different. But to be honest, that just got me thinking, right, so JLS...
JLS brought out a drill track.
No shit, right, so I remember JLS, like, spinning on the dance floor.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
all
boy
that shit,
band,
yeah,
right?
where they were fucking, yeah, you know, spinning on the tables on their heads and all that.
Yeah.
10 years later, they're back together.
They're doing
Made a
drill.
track.
Wasn't
no,
that
no, they've done
another
one
band?
track. I think it is. I think, well, to be honest, I don't know if they've done more, but definitely JLS. Yeah, search it up.
Do you know what I think it was, though? I seen this. I think another group's called JLS, and when it got uploaded through the distributors we were
Yeah.
talking about earlier, they put it on the wrong band. So I don't even think they made it.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm sure I seen that story. I'm sure that's what it was, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think they made a drill track.
can you imagine?
But everyone was like, oh, JLS have got a drill track.
I know it got loads of views as well. Loads.
It's not everybody in love. No,
That's definitely
that's
not
not true.
Definitely.
Can you imagine?
I
Beat
don't know.
again.
No, I
Beat
think
again.
it's still
Yeah,
on there.
because it gets beat again in the streets. No.
We'll have to search.
We
it
have to
up.
search that one.
Anyone who's watching, yeah, you can just Google it.
Yeah.
Have a look. We'll see if did they make a drill track or not.
I have to put it in the comments. I don't even know if it's them or not. Now you said that, but
God knows.
I don't know. They're definitely called JLS. Definitely.
No, I think it was a band with the same name.
Mad thing. Imagine if JLS actually brought out a drill. Let's just imagine a world like that, where JLS brought out a drill track.
I mean, it's the in genre, like you were saying. You know.
Yeah, it is.
It's
So,
the end. Yeah.
I know people jump on it. You're hearing pop music, like it'll still be a pop song or whatever, but they'll have that little bass line in it, like a drill
Yeah.
bass line, or
Yeah.
they'll have the hi hats. You know.
They allude to it a bit, like they give a little bit of.
Do you know who's been doing music with a lot of rappers? Ed Sheeran.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran.
That's how we come up, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From working with a lot of grime artists and that, Jamie, Wiley.
I think he's class, mate.
Yeah. Did you know though that Ed Sheeran actually came up on like
All the grime
SBTV?
scene. Yeah.
That's how we became famous.
Nah, I didn't know
A
that.
lot of people didn't know that. You know
What,
when
he was
brought,
singing?
Yeah. You know when he brought out that album where he was like
To be
collabing
honest,
with
I'm
loads
not really
of
a fan
rappers.
of him. I don't like.
I
don't
think Ed
really know him.
Sheeran's Ed Sheeran, innit?
Yeah.
I think he's gone too big to the
Yeah.
point where it's just like
It's like
It's him.
said
Yeah.
Sheeran, yeah.
yeah. But when he first came out, like people were like, "Who is this ginger guy?"
Yeah, because he had the guitar and he was kind of rapping to the guitar.
He was rapping
right?
with the, but
Like
he was
singing,
rapping, singing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm hitting my mic. But it was different, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But he stood out by what? Being himself. You see how we see how we came full circle then?
Something like that.
He stood out by being himself. Ed Sheeran. Shout out Ed Sheeran, you know.
Cut long story short, people. You just need to be yourself.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the message
That's it.
of this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. Be,
Be
yourself.
Yes. Listen, AW, we're gonna have you on again.
Definitely.
sure,
We're
man.
gonna check your progress over the years as this podcast also progresses. We could have you back again if
Definitely.
you're willing to come back in the
Yeah.
neighborhood again. It's been fantastic speaking to you, man. You're
Been even better
you're,
being here.
you're an excellent young man. I'm starting to sound like an uncle again.
Uncle T.
Do you want some pocket money? No, but it's been fantastic, and everyone, if you haven't check out his the collab on Grime Daily, Ken Dog. We'll put the link below.
Yeah, man, of course.
We'll put the link. Yeah, but yeah, keep working, man, and keep that determination, and do not lose your love for this music,
No,
because
never.
sometimes it's easy to lose your love for it. Just remember why you started it in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Your Neighborhood podcast. I'm starting like an uncle, innit?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
No, respect, man, respect.
I need to have me
respect
some
the both
kids.
of yous, respect.
I need to have me some kids. Yeah, so In Your Neighborhood podcast, we're out again.